shoddy jobs. And you can also find from the Punch, residents fear business collapse over abandoned Ogun Road. Indefinite strike OPS kicks as Labour vows to shut down airports. Others Tuesday. Doctors spend sixth day in kidnappers' den, and colleagues lament and protest. I beg your pardon, not lament. Manufacturers sack 3,567 workers. Unsold goods hit 272 billion naira. Cardoso to clear dollar debts, suspend intervention loans. Obasanjo when protocol clashes with tradition. Napoli under fire after Osimhen mockery. That's on the sports side. Fuel, car, others imports gulp $46 billion annually. INT'L Maulud pray for Nigeria. President tells Tinubu. And some more stories here. Says inspector arrested as son stabs neighbor to death. And slain Rivers DPO. Police arrest another gang member. Police launch manhunt for Nasarawa Police student abductors. Gridlock as petrol tanker gets stuck on Lagos Road. Moving to the business side of the Punch, rising imports expose local manufacturers' struggle. Lower inflation, stable exchange rates will attract investors, according to the IMF. We move on to the Nation newspaper. From the Nation newspaper, House of Reps Speaker decries security situation. Rabies Day, federal government to embark on mass vaccination. Lagos to connect 10,000 youths to private jobs. OPS Speaker, others oppose Labour strike call. Obaseki asks deputy to drop governorship ambition. Sanwo-Olu's aide gets kudos. Alleged $101 million bankruptcy suit for ruling October 3. Foundation empowers community. Youths protest NDDC's chair nomination. Federal government needs 217 billion naira to complete 269 roads. House of Reps Speaker decries security situation. And prescription obey court order. Our tells Sanwo-Olu. NESG to fight brain drain employment. And we move on to sports side. UEFA allows Russian under 17 teams to compete in Europe. Mobad, 20 things to know about DNA test, and that's on the entertainment corner right there. Farmers, manufacturers to showcase a Greek innovation expertise. That's on the business side of the Nation. And finally, Makinde always pushing the envelope. We take a look at some of the headlines from the Premium Times newspaper. Impeachment, lawmakers vow to continue proceedings against Deputy Governor despite court order. Senate confirms Cardoso as CBN Governor. INEC announces dates for Edo-Ondo governorship elections. Abbas creates 3 additional standing committee for reps. Exclusive, how abducted university students were moved to dreaded Zamfara forest. NBA demands appointment of more Supreme Court judges as another retirement looms. Egbetokun presents 1.3 billion naira checks to families of deceased police officers. Police release woman arrested over social media comment on tomato paste. Reps to probe operations of fertility clinics in Nigeria. Tinubu urges drug law agencies in Africa to crush syndicate substance abuse. Fuel subsidies, shelve your planned strike, Abbas tells NLC. We're still on the Premium Times newspaper. Some more headlines. Abbas creates 3 additional standing committee for reps. Reps move to protect Mobad's royalties, music rights, observe minute of silence. Police arraign sacked LG chair for accusing governor of diverting funds. More stories. Muslims to INT'L Maulud. Tinubu urges Muslims to imbibe virtues of Prophet Muhammad. Will provide enabling environment for business to thrive, VP Shetima. Flawed Neymar distributes relief materials to households in Enugu. Saudi Arabia celebrates 93rd National Day. Delta community petitions reps over alleged police harassment, extortion. We move on to the Guardian newspaper.
All right, we'll move over to the cable NG this morning. There are also a number of headlines here, and of course, some of the top stories here says, mobilize more domestic revenue. IMF advises African countries on avoiding debt crisis. And it's a moral imperative. Tinubu asks NDLA to step up fight against drug abuse, trafficking. Mohbad, I'm returning to Nigeria to clear my name, says Naira Marley. And Cardoso, how CBN will stabilize forex market, slow inflation. Akpabio, Emefiele tried to sabotage 2023 polls with narrow redesign policy. And we also have this one, Senate confirms Cardoso as CBN governor. Abbas declares Tunji Ojo, Sunu seats vacant after appointment as ministers. And Naira hits all-time low, trades 1,000 Naira per dollar at parallel market. Amal Stories also says project enable asks Bosu Tijani to include PWDs in 1 million talents training. And of course, we take some couple more before going on our first break. This morning, Tinubu has approved purchase of 12 attack helicopters, says Army Chief. It will aggravate a bad situation. Abbas asks NLC to shelve planned strike. And of course, we take two more. Nigerian Army begins recruitment of non-tradesmen women. And the last one here says Abia APC youth leader asks Tinubu or asks Atiku to discontinue case against Tinubu in US.
All right, some stories from the Daily Trust quickly before we go on that break. I feel relieved my dad died. Okay, away from that one, AKTLG poll, I won't impose any candidate. Governor Oyebanji. Northwest APC chair vows to reclaim Zamfara mandate and set aside your differences. Akpabio urges aggrieved senators. Circumstances, all right, that went away, set aside, taking that one before. INEC fixes dates for Edo-Ondo governorship poll. We go on that first break. When we return, we'll be back with the analysis. Do stay right here.
32 FM 94.9. From motivationals
to news
to sports and talk.
We'll give you all you need to make the best of your day.
On the break of dawn, 32 FM 94.9.
Feel better about your life.
32 FM 94.9, the antidote to depression.
Ó tún ti tó àkókò láti tún ṣe ìrìn àjò ẹ̀mí ológo lórílẹ̀‐èdè Israeli tó fi mọ́ orílẹ̀‐èdè Jordani.
Pẹ̀lú ajínrere obìnrin wòlíì Mary Ọláìdé Mama Possibility.
Ó ti wá wọlé wẹ́rẹ́ nípasẹ̀ iléeṣẹ́ You Fit Fly.
Pẹ̀lú àjọṣepọ̀ iléeṣẹ́ ìránṣẹ́ Possibility Chapel International.
Òjò iṣẹ́ ìyanu àti ìbùkún tún rọ̀ sórí onípòjìpò nínú ìrìn àjò mímọ́ lọ sílẹ̀ Israeli tó fi mọ́ orílẹ̀‐èdè Jordani.
Tó máa wáyé ní ọjọ́ 9 sí ọjọ́ 16 oṣù kẹwàá ọdún tá a wà yìí.
Gbogbo àyè tó Olúwa Elédùmarè ti ṣiṣẹ́ ìyanu nínú Bíbélì láti padà fojú kàn nínú ìrìn àjò yìí bí odò Jordani, òkè Kapanamon, Násárẹ́tì tàti bí Jésù àti ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àyè tá a lè kà tán láti forúkọ sílẹ̀.
Ẹ yọjú sí ọ́fíìsì You Fit Fly,
Success House, 7up Road, Olúyọ̀lé Main Estate, Ring Road, Ìbàdàn.
Telephone 0803-405-1675 or 08077774880.
Àkànṣe ìrìn àjò sílẹ̀ mímọ́
pẹ̀lú wòlíì Mary Ọláìdé Mama Possibility.
Tó o bá darapọ̀ wàá yin Ọlọ́run lógo.
Tí 9 mobile network Naija gangan bá jẹ́ àyò rẹ̀, èrè ńlá ń dúró dè ọ́. Nígbàkúgbà tí o bá nílò dátà sí láti wo sinimá tàbí gba oríṣiríṣi àjàbalẹ̀ eré ìdárayá, 9 mobile wà fún ọ. Pẹ̀lú 1,500 naira péré, wàá jẹ ìgbádùn 8 gigabyte látọ̀dọ̀ 9 mobile. O tún lè fi 9.5 gigabyte ṣe ìfàjẹ pẹ̀lú 2,000 naira péré àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. darapọ̀ mọ́ 9mobile lónìí tàbí kí o tẹ *301# láti yan dátà olówó pọ́kú tí ó ṣe gbẹ́kẹ̀lé. 9mobile wà níbí fún ọ, wà níbí fún Naija.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the crown princesses of style and spice. They are a cause fabulous. They are reality royalty. Meet the Real Housewives of Lagos Season 2. Can you guess who's back? 5 of your favorite housewives return, along with 2 dazzling newcomers. Don't miss this exciting new season. Subscribe from 1,200 Naira Monkey. Sign up now at showmax.com.
Would you want to learn the principles, planning techniques, strategies, and skills that you need not only to survive, but also to flourish in your chosen business? Well, HBC Professional Consulting Services invites all entrepreneurs to a book launch, The Prosperity, written by Wale Busari. This is one invaluable material that will help you think hard, work less, and discover your passion. Venue, Ibadan Business School, off Adi Avenue, Old Bodija, Ibadan. Time is 12 noon prompt. Date, Saturday, 30th September 2023. The Chief Launcher, Honorable Chief Bayo Adelabu, the Honorable Minister of Power, to attend. Text reserve your full name, organization to 0813-320-5522. Come, get inspired and set direction for your business growth while having fun.
While everyone is saying things are getting more expensive, instead, whenever I buy, I get double the amount.
In this Niger, hey, please tell me how.
When you dial *939# to activate and use your smart cash account today, enjoy double your talk time and enjoy 100% airtime bonus instantly whenever you recharge your Airtel line.
Oh, see what I've been missing.
Just dial *939# to enjoy the best deals on Smart Cash, powered by Airtel.
nǹkan kan bẹ nínú mi tẹnikẹ́ni ò lè kojú ìkáwọ́ mi lè ro ọkàn gbogbo àwọn tó súnmọ́ mi wá mi ò kì í ṣe àpò lásán mo kún fún ọ̀pọ̀ mo bára mi lágbolé àwọn láńrewájú ní báyìí gbogbo èèyàn fẹ́ jẹ́ alábàápín wá dirúdúrúdú fàákájà tí mo dá sílẹ̀ nínú eré Yorùbá alágbéléwò titun àpò bẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ 18 oṣù kẹsàn-án lọ́jọ́ ajé àti ìṣẹ́gun láago 6:30 ìrọ̀lẹ́ lórí Africa Magic Yorùbá.
160 successful Canadian visas and counting in 2023 alone. We are A3 Immigration and we mean business. A3 Immigration Incorporation is a Canadian-based immigration corporation licensed to help individuals transform Canada into their home sweet home, just as we did for Shalewa.
Hi, my name is Shalewa. Thanks to A3 Immigration, Nova Scotia, Canada is my new home.
Congratulations. Me, this message, congratulations.
With Canada Regulatory Council membership number R707544, A3 Immigration has a wide variety of expertise in all areas related to Canadian immigration. Our sister company, Bigger International Consult, is also available for your work or study needs in the United Kingdom. To get started, call or chat 0913-660-1124. A3 Immigration, making Canada your new home.
You're listening to 32 FM 94.9.
All right, so welcome back. It's still on to the Break It Down Papers review here on 32 FM 94.9, and it's right about time to dive into the analysis this morning. My name is GBOLABO.
And I am DENIKE Ademoago. We have Mr. Femi Olukunle to, of course, analyze the stories for us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Nike, and good morning, GBOLABO.
Good morning, sir.
Our listeners, we greet you. Good morning.
All right, so we start off with, we're back here. NLC TUC are set to declare nationwide strike. And this, they say, is as a result of the lackadaisical stance by the government to address demands raised by the unions since the subsidy removal policy took effect. People are suffering. There is extensive hardship in the country. And I mean, looking at the price of gas, looking at the price of petrol, inflation rates, and nothing is really changing. I heard, maybe not exactly, I'll just skip that. But anyway, it's important that we address these issues, don't you think?
Yes, it's very much important. But the problem we are having here is that the intention of NLC and TUC seems to be lacking, to be losing steam, because since they have registered their intention, the first time they registered their intention, it's about 3 or 4 times that they had intended to go on strike, and then they will not be able to go. So they've not been able to fly, and the Nigerians are losing interest in them, and they see their action as a kind of distraction to Nigerians and to governments. Yes, we know that they have good intention, because honestly, just as you have just read now, exchange rate is 1,000 naira to $1. I never expected this thing. I never thought it could happen in this country, and the effect of that on goods and services will be felt by the people. So, as much as NLC and TUC have good intention, but it appears they lack the capability to fly with their intention. And government itself knows what it's doing by dribbling the labor unions. So, I don't know. Maybe they really have to look for other means of solving this problem other than announcing strike today. It is shelved. Tomorrow they announce again and it is shelved. So Nigerians seem not to have interest in what they are doing, even though their intention is very, very good.
All right, let's also look at what went on at the National Assembly yesterday. Cardoso to clear dollar debts, suspend intervention fund. And we saw the CBN governor in acting capacity now being confirmed by the Senate. But there was something quite instructive that Akpabio said yesterday, and he said, Emefiele, that's the suspended president, that's the chief of the Apex Bank, saying that Emefiele tried to sabotage 2023 polls with Naira redesign policy. Now, we also have the new man coming on board, Cardoso, saying that he's going to end what we have as forex crisis and also ensure that the time of dollar debt is gone. Now, how do we marry all of this together? And Akpabio is saying this. What do we make out of this?
Let me start with Cardoso. I believe when he was answering questions, because I didn't see him on television when he was being interviewed in the Senate chambers, I believe he didn't say everything out. Every methods that he will use to salvage Naira, I believe he didn't let everything out, because among those who sat in the Senate, you have people who have interest in this Naira that is tumbling. Some of them have these people who exchange Naira to dollars for them, working for them. So I believe he's been so tactical in the way he answered the questions. And then I believe that he would convert everything he has said into serious action to salvage this economy that is terribly suffocating Nigerians. So because all we need to see from him is good development in the economy.
Even in spite of some of the intervention of IMF in terms of some of the policies.
Well, he believes he has a Midas touch, and let Nigerians give him the chance to prove himself. But the fact of the matter is that it is so painful that International Monetary Fund and World Bank have enslaved Africans. You know, I've always been saying this. They have enslaved Africans. Even African nations that did not beg them for loans, they always went to them to beg them to take loans in order to tie the economies of Africa to their apron. So now Nigeria is a slave to these bodies, and that is their intention. They've won their goal. So how Cardoso is going to wriggle Nigeria's economy out of the claws of these people is what I don't know. But he believes he has a Midas touch. Let's give him the chance to do the needful. All we just want is peace, economic peace in this country, because it is suffocating now. It is suffocating. It is struggling to take life out of Nigerians. But we believe in him, and we believe that God will help him.
Another thing that he mentioned during his screening, I'm talking about Cardoso, he said that he will shoot the GDP to $1 trillion in 8 years. Do you think that this is an overpromise? Would you rather he starts and show his workings rather than blowing his trumpet when he has not even started at all?
Well, I don't think he's a kid, and I don't think he was kidding Nigerians when he said what he said. I believe he knows the wherewithal. He has the wherewithal to do what he has said. And that was why I was afraid when I started talking that maybe I hope he had not said everything, the methods he will use to turn around the economy. I believe he did not say everything on the floor of the National Assembly because of the troublers of Israel who are there, or troublers of Nigeria who are everywhere, because they will be listening to him and they will be looking for the way to give him a kind of tackles that would incapacitate him. So I pray those people will not win, and it's Cardoso that will win. And if Cardoso wins, Nigeria wins.
All right, let's talk about the House of Representatives. And of course, we've been on the Mohbad issue for a while now. According to the report, the reps have moved to protect Mohbad's royalties, music rights, observe minutes of silence for him. And I followed the trail of comments yesterday on social media, and some people said, why are they, investing, or would I say doing this instead of focusing on the major issues that we have in the country? What is your reaction to this?
Well, I don't know what their interest is, but the fact of the matter is that Mohbad was a Nigerian. So those two houses are expected to take care of the interests of Nigerians. So Mohbad is dead, but the fact of the matter is that he has some things that are living. So if they say they want to protect them, it's okay. It's okay. It's part of the duties that one expects them to do. So people should not castigate them for saying what they said.
Now, let's also go back to Ondo State. I know that Aye Datiwa has been in the news, and I would not say for the very wrong reasons. I will also say he appears to be a man trying to secure his fundamental human rights from his own stance. Now, the court has held his impeachment, and also his kinsmen have been holding solidarity protests. Why is it that our political leadership are always keen about holding tight when it comes to instances of the oppositions within the political sphere? But now, if you look at the factor of the people who have been saying that they've been bad governance, we've not seen instances where a leader has resigned to say my people are suffering, and in that regard, I'm stepping aside. I'm not happy with the situation. Instead, what we have is going to court using state machinery to pursue what appears to be their public position. Now, Ayedatiwa appears to be a man who has been flogged by his superior, and he wants to assert himself. But what do we make out of this latest development?
Honestly speaking, I am on the same page with Ayedatiwa, because he's a Nigerian, and all of us are under the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And there are certain rights that are granted to Nigerians by that constitution. One of those rights is what he's doing by approaching courts. That look, this man, the governor of Ondo State, wants to eject me from office forcefully and illegally. So let the court interpret that. And the fact of the matter is that I am not comfortable at all with governors who are insensitive to the plight of others. Now, I said it, I think it was yesterday or day before yesterday. If there had been an undercurrent between Ayedatiwa and Governor Akeredolu, it may have been on the platform of something that is not official. So how do you now bring it up to officialdom? So that is the problem, because going to the National Assembly, the State Assembly, to flush this man out is official. Then you may have had some frictions in a non-official manner. So I think the governors should learn to be tolerant, and they must know that their deputies are their twin brothers and their sisters, as the case may be. So let us be receptive. Let us be tolerant with one another. It is very much important for good governance. Now, I am very sure that what is happening in Ondo State is not what the people bargained for, because as it is now, the people of Ondo State will not be receiving good governance because there is distraction in that place. So, and as it is happening in Ondo, it's happening in Edo. So these people should know that their deputies are their brothers and they need them, because no governor can get to power without a deputy. And I don't blame the governors. I blame the Constitution, those who drafted the Constitution, because they did not apportion any right, any official right, any official duty to the deputy governor and the vice president. And that is one of those things one expects these National Assembly people to address.
All right, before we go on the break, let me quickly add this. Federal government needs 217 billion naira to complete 269 roads. And I also read it somewhere where NDDC is saying that the number of projects uncompleted running into billions of naira. How do we account for this? Let's even look at our population. We are 200 million, if I'm correct, by the last calculation, or more than. And now 217 billion. We keep hearing billions. Nigerians are suffering. Where are all of this money coming from? Then you also still have some of these infrastructures are still deficit. We don't have them in spite of the volumes of money being spent. Imagine if 1 billion goes to each Nigerian. It means that if we look at the calculation of we as a country, we won't expend all of these monies even as an individual, and you cannot spend 1 billion naira whatever you're buying in a day. Now, how does our government explain to us how these monies are being spent? Still will have infrastructural deficit in spite of these volumes of monies.
You will appreciate the level of stealing that is going on in this country when you read on the internet how much China spends to put in place those infrastructures that they have in that country. You know that equivalent of what they have spent to make bridges on waters, massive waters, is what Nigerians are stealing. Some Nigerians who are privileged to be in power. The amount of money they spent to have massive solar panel that is giving them light is what somebody, just one man, will be stealing in Nigeria. So God has seriously blessed this country. But we have thieves. We have cankerworms who have eaten so deep to the fabrics of this nation and has rendered this nation impotent. So the money is there and they know. And that is what is surprising the West. The Oyinbos they can't comprehend how Nigeria is still existing in spite of the monumental stealing that has taken place from this country that they have siphoned to their countries. So the monies are there. But the fact of the matter is, the money that they say they need to make roads and bridges or whatever, the monies are in the hands of some people. And that is what I'm expecting President Bola Tinubu to work upon. President Bola Tinubu needs to, I have always said it, he needs to press the tummies of these people,
Mr.
let them vomit money.
We'll come back on that. We have time check now. We have to go on this break. We'll be back shortly.
Feel better about your life. The
The time
32
is 7 a.m.
FM.
Have you had your Golden Penny Amazing Day instant cereal today?
Connection is very important, especially when it's strong. And you don't realize this until you are cut off. Keep your connection strong at home or on the go with INT'L Home Broadband Internet. Get any of our devices, like the 7500 MiFi or the 10,000 router with instant 30 gigabytes or the 20,000 router with instant 100 gigabytes. Hurry to the nearest INT'L shop or visit www.airtel.com.ng/HBB to get started.
INT'L, a reason to imagine.
Attention kids, are you ready to become amazing?
Yes, Captain Amazing!
So, what do?
We take our Amazing Day cereal!
Can't hear you!
We take our Amazing Day cereal!
That's right! Nurture your kids with the Golden Penny Amazing Day cereal, which contains protein, fiber, calcium, and vitamin A. I am Captain Amazing, and with Golden Penny Amazing Day cereal, amazing kids become amazing-nators. Golden Penny Amazing Day cereal. Nurture them for the future.
Is this a mistake? What? What's that? What happened? See, I just bought 1,000 Naira Glow data, and instead of the usual, I got 3.9 gigabytes. Guy, I swear, that's how I saw it too. I bought 2,000 Naira data yesterday, and I got a whopping 9.2 gigabytes. Wow! Glow data is just always bigger. Yep, and always better. I swear down. Babe, why are you removing your SIM?
I'm leaving this network and getting a Glow SIM immediately. And I'm not giving you my new number. You're on probation. Why didn't you tell me about these new Glow data plans?
Glow new data plans. Always bigger, always better.
Babe, sorry now. Yes, get a Glow SIM card today and enjoy bigger, better data on the Glow network. Just dial *777# and choose your plan.
Glow Unlimited.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the crown princesses of style and spice. They are a course fabulous. They are reality royalty. Meet the Real Housewives of Lagos Season 2. Can you guess who's back? 5 of your favorite housewives return, along with 2 dazzling newcomers. Don't miss this exciting new season. Subscribe from 1,200 Naira Monkey. Sign up now at showmax.com.
While everyone is saying things are getting more expensive, instead, whenever I buy, I get double the amount.
In this Niger, hey, please tell me how.
When you dial *939# to activate and use your smart cash account today, enjoy double your talk time and enjoy 100% airtime bonus instantly whenever you recharge your INT'L line.
Oh, see what I've been missing.
Just dial *939# to enjoy the best deals on Smart Cash, powered by INT'L.
94.9.
All right, you're welcome back. Thank you for staying tuned on your laughter station, 32 FM 94.9. The Break of Dawn Papers Review. We now open the phone lines 0705 5949 and 0809 7949. We're also live on our Facebook page. It is 32FM 949 Ibadan. Remember to like and share the video. All right, we have a call. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Omotai. I'm calling from Abala.
All right.
So I want to comment on the state governor, the person of Lucky Ayudatiwa Orimisa. The man that just analyzed, I've said it all. There's a personal ring between the governor and the deputy governor. When the governor was away in Germany, there's a ring between the deputy and the wife, and that's what it brought the whole issue. If you look at what the speaker brought before him, what they accused the deputy governor of, is nothing. It's nothing. Embezzlement and I don't know. I don't know. The same governor expelled his former deputy. He should check himself. The governor himself should check himself. Only you want to use two deputies at the same time? Different one? It's not going anywhere, please. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. 0705 5000 949 and 0809 7000 949 to share your thoughts on the show. Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
DENIKE and GBOLABO. This is from Oyo.
All right.
This NSC or EC strike is benefiting only federal workers. NSC are not bothered about the state workers. The majority of the states are not getting 30,000 minimum wage. If they now approve another 7 minimum wage, is that not overlapping? The NSC should go and talk with the state governors about state workers with their minimum wage. That's number one. Number two, about these 290 billion naira that the federal government needs to complete road projects. The minister did not say that some people embezzle it. They said they need it. We should clarify issues as they wrote it on the newspaper, not manipulating things. The minister said he needs this money to complete the road project. About our governors, the constitution should be changed. The governors should use their wives as their deputies. If we want peace in Nigeria, have a nice time.
All right, thank you very much. Hello, good morning.
I'm John Newton Jackson. Thank you, Elder. Said you're looking there.
Thank you.
Yes, I hear that you has approved the court yesterday, and the court has ruled in his favor. But my sense that the State House of Assembly has been disobeying court order. I can count how many of them. Before this thing, a lot of deputy governors have equally approached the court for the same thing, but at the end of the day, the House will ignore the court order and proceed to impeach the person that they have decided to impeach. But my own that let me see, I'm afraid that the State House of Assembly may equally disobey this court order, proceed to impeach him. The intention is let us just keep this man out of the government house. At the end of the day, he will go to court for illegal impeachment. 2, 3 or 4 years before we say he was illegally impeached. But the intention of the power that is let us just keep him out of the government house. I fear this might happen to Ajay Dasiwa. Thank you.
All right, Facebook 32FM949 Ibadan. Tolokwa Ademi says, good morning in the House. Foot dragging on workers' demands by the federal government is a clear pointer to the fact that the government's insincerity is second to none because none of their demands have been met. The central government is known for always not being proactive to any issues that concerns the masses, which is very bad. And as such, I support the planned strike by these workers since that's the only language our government understands. What a shame. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is GBOLABO from Lata.
All right, please go on.
The CBN, the Senate has confirmed the CBN governor, Dr. Olayemi Kaduso, as a CBN governor and other 4 deputies. I want to admonish the CBN governor to use his past experience as a former chairman of Board of Directors, Citibank, and a former commissioner for project and planning, Lagos State, and as his well is experienced in private and public sector to ensure that our Naira becomes stronger. Because if Naira is sick, Nigeria is sick as well. I want to advise him to use his effort, use his experience. Secondly, they said that federal government has bought a attacking debt. This is a waste of resources. What of the one they bought during the period of Baba Buhari? Nothing, he doesn't give any full resource. You are just wasting resources until the traitor in the forces are being expunged. That's how we can win the war against the insurgency, kidnapper. That's my comment. Have a nice day.
All right, thank you so much, GBOLABO. And quickly, before we take more reactions, I want us to also look at this, Mr. Olukunle. Obaseki asked deputy to drop governorship ambition. Now, is it the right of the governor to say that before we can reconcile, you have to drop your ambition? Isn't that authoritarian?
No, he's talking like an emperor. He's playing God in the life of that deputy. He has no right. It is wrong of him to tell him to drop his ambition. It is his personal property to dream. And if his dream, I mean the deputy Shuaibu, if his dream is to become the governor of that state one day, Obaseki has no right to ask him to drop the dream. So it is wrong. You see, that is why we say that.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Sarah. I'm calling from Ojo.
All right.
Yeah, on the issue of Akeredolu and his deputy, I think Akeredolu said need to check himself. His first time he used a particular deputy. And this time around, he has not even rounded up his planning to impeach on that deputy. The major problem with Akeredolu has been with his family and his wife. like somebody suggested. Maybe the governors, because of their emperor nature, they should be allowed to use their wife as the deputy from now on, because the constitution needs to be reviewed seriously on this issue of deputy governor and vice president in Nigeria. How can a son of a governor have the boldness to slap a deputy governor just because his father is a governor? That was what happened between Akeredolu and the first deputy. This one again, you are not around in the country, you came back, still not even here and healthy. You are planning to impeach your deputy. I think the strength and the power of the governors need to be reduced drastically because they are abusing this power and they are always flaunting their power on deputies and their deputy governors. This power needs to be reduced so that this emperor will be reduced.
Thank you so much for your contributions.
They are not even humans.
Thank you so much. All right, Mr. Lukule, quickly, your thoughts.
Just like the last caller said, you see, it is not the problem of the power vested in the office of a governor that is the problem. The problem is that the office of deputy governor is non-existent. So let that office exist and let us lace it with power, almost at par with that of the governor. So, and let it be difficult to remove a deputy governor. It is difficult to remove a president of Nigeria, because you will take all the your requests to so many places. Let it also be difficult to remove the deputy governor, as it is difficult also to remove the governor. So the governor cannot just wake up in a day wrongly from a wrong side of his bed and then say, the next thing I want to do is I want to remove my deputy. So I think that is what the constitution must be made to do. And the lawmakers in the National Assembly should please do this for us.
Miriam Yetune on Facebook says, good morning. It's a pity that strike has been the only language our leaders understand, which to me shouldn't be. It is high time our leaders rise up to the occasion and find a lasting solution to all the vices we're battling with, like unwarranted hunger, insecurity, high inflation rates, shambled economy, and erratic power, so that normalcy can return, because the hardships are becoming unbearable on daily basis. And finally, Raji Afiz Abiola says, good morning, DENIKE and GBOLABO. About the raising of crude oil in the, I guess you mean rising of crude oil in the world market. Honestly, this is supposed to be a blessing to us, but it is otherwise because we didn't refine locally anyway. Let's see the magic Cardoso will perform as he promised Nigeria during the screening yesterday, because the Nigeria economy needs quick intervention. God bless Nigeria. All right, it's time for us to go. But before we go, we just wanted to quickly tell you about Board Masters competition at Midas Casino, Bodija. The forms are now going at a subsidized rate of 1,000 naira. And of course, you get to win cash prizes like TV, standing fans, microwaves. Remember, it's at Midas Casino, Bodija, and the forms are going for 1,000 naira subsidized rate right about now. It is on Saturday, the 30th of September. And on Sunday, we have the grand finale, Laughter Fest, on the 1st of October 2023. Like the name goes, Laughter Fest is about laughter, joy. And, we're going to be having a lot of fun at Racecourse Amphitheatre at Damasimba. It's a free event, so come one, come all. Time is 4 p.m. Said Oshupa will be there, City Q, Fabulous PZ, and Comedy by Wuli Agba and Short Family, and so many other comedians as well. Thank you for staying tuned to the Break It On
Capers Review. My name is GBOLABO Famous. And we must say a big thank you to Mr. Femi Olukuni for doing this with us today. To all our callers and all those who viewed us on our socials, we also say a big thank you. The Smart Teeth Show is up next.